Hi everyone, Myra here. I'm back with a project share, and I've got the camera right in front of me, so I'll probably be knocking it all over the place, so just be prepared for that, because I can't seem to do a video without hitting the camera here lately. But this is a project I just finished, and it's for a card that I made, and I used the G45 Couture collection, and I made an easel card. So let me see if I can get this out of the way. Here's my card. And like I said, it's an easel card. You know, it folds down like that. I'll pull it forward so you can see it a little better maybe. I fussy cut out this lady here. She was from the very first page of the paper. I don't have another one right now. I mean, I've got one, but it's put away. But I cut her out, and then I layered her up on this black and white paper. I don't know what you'd call it. It's got the design on it there, and I fussy cut that out, and then I layered that up on a black piece of paper, so she's got 3 layers to her there. And I popped her up on dimensionals, so she's sits off of the card. I put a feather in her on her head, and then I put stickles on the straps of her dress, on the headband. There's a little close-up. I fussy cut out this rose from the paper that was on the same page as her, and I fussy cut it out. Then I glued it to black cardstock and fussy cut that out, and then I added stickles to it. So it's got shiny stickles. I gave her a carnation here, and I added stickles to it with some ribbon behind it, because she had a rose on her dress. So I thought, well, here, I'll show you on the, if I get it around the camera here. See, she's got a rose on her dress there, so I just put the carnation there because I thought it was pretty, and I added stickles to it. And down here I added some flowers, and I'm horrible at arranging flowers, so please forgive my flower mess, but that's about the best I can do. I just, no matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to get it to look like it's just flowing on the, you know, like those beautiful cards people make. I just, for some reason, just don't have an eye for floral arranging, I guess. But I added a couple of little black feathers here, one down here and one up here. And then I had all these, everything came from my stash. I had these flowers that have these little pearly stamens and have a bling in the center. I put 3 of those in the corner, and then I just added more roses out from it, and then I added stickles. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I added stickles all over the flowers. And then excuse me, I had part of a doily I put back here. It had kind of a vintagey look to the doily. I think it probably was a vintage doily, but I just used part of it back here in the background. This piece here was another piece from that same page that she was on, that I fussy cut it out, and then I backed it on black cardstock and fussy cut it out again. So everything is layer upon layer upon layer. This piece here was one of the cut-aparts from the collection, and I just backed it on some black cardstock and cut it out again, so it's layered on black cardstock. Then I added stickles for all the flowers, if it will focus. Probably too sparkly or something. Maybe you can kind of see. But anyway, that was the front of my card. So I hope you can see that. I know it's kind of hard to film where you can see and all that, but that's the front. And then it opens up, you know, it's an easel card, and on the inside of the top I added this pattern paper on both of the top pieces, and then I added this. These are stamps from the set that came with the Couture collection. this was the same stamp here. I just turned it around, and then the Lovely was separate. And that's a piece that I cut out of like a vanilla cardstock, and then backed it on some black. And I used my the corner chopper thing. This thing, I used the deco corner on the corners of this. And then for the bottom, the inside here, see if I can get it, I put down this striped paper first. You can see that. And then I had this piece. This was another piece from the collection. It was a full sheet, but I cut it down to this section here and added that on. And then I added this flower pearl trim as the stop for whenever the card sits up like that. That's the stop for it. And then I added this is another piece, this border piece down here. I didn't fussy cut that. That was a sticker from the sticker sheet, and I stuck it to a black piece of cardstock and fussy cut that out. And then this was one of the, I think that was part of the sticker sheet too. It was either the sticker or one of the, yeah, I was going to say the chipboard piece, but no, it was the sticker piece. And I put it on black cardstock and fussy cut it out and added stickles to the flowers. And then these pieces on the side here, these swirly things, came from one of the sets I got from Tuesday Morning. It's a Doris called the Small Swirl, and I used that on these two side pieces here, and then I added stickles to those, so you can probably see how sparkly it is. But it's just pretty much layer upon layer upon layer of stuff. It's a pretty heavy card after all those layers. And then on the top part, whenever you turn it around, I just added this paper here so it wouldn't be blank. You know, that's where you open it up on the back side. And then on the back side I put this paper, and then I got out one of my fancier handmade by stamps and stamped it out and colored it up a little bit with some Copic markers, and I fussy cut it out, and then I backed it on some black cardstock and fussy cut that out as well. So it's a 6x6 card that I don't remember if I mentioned that on. But there's my easel card. I thought it turned out pretty. I have a really hard time with pretty. I don't know why. I love pretty. I just can't seem to do it, and I hope I kind of accomplished that this time. I like the way it turned out anyway. Well, that's it for now. Thanks everybody for watching. Take care until next time. Meow for now.